Libertarian Party could have a crucial role. Think about this. In an election where the margins will matter, the Libertarian Party is holding its convention this week, where they will choose their presidential nominee, their vice presidential nominee, and the head of that party is Angela McArdle, who joins us live here on the Hill once again. Angela, thanks for being back with us. Appreciate the time. Nice to see you. What do you hope to accomplish this weekend?
Well, we are going to nominate our presidential candidate for the 2024 elections. We also hold our internal party elections, and we have got quite the media show happening at our national convention. People are referring to it informally as Libertarian Woodstock on social media.
So you are inviting Donald Trump to attend. We're watching him right now in the Bronx. He'll be there tomorrow, on Saturday, I believe. RFK Jr. will also be there. RFK Jr., independent. Donald Trump, as we know, a Republican. Why are you allowing, in theory, the opponents into your living room?
Well, for 50+ years, the Libertarian Party has been trying to get onto the main debate stage with the two-party candidates for president, and it hasn't happened yet. So we have decided to bring the debate stage to our convention. Now, we're not having a traditional debate since we couldn't quite rope those candidates into it, but we're getting as close as we can, which is that we're going to be debating on the same stage with them within very close proximity of the time that they're speaking.
There had been some thought, Angela, and I think we spoke about this the last time you were here on the show. There had been some thought that maybe RFK Jr. could be on the Libertarian ticket. Is that no chance at all going forward this weekend?
There are still talks about it happening, so I really don't know. It seems to be like there's not, unanimous agreement in the delegates or in his campaign, but I think we'll find out like at the last minute.
Talks with who? Like internal talks within the Libertarian Party, or are you actually talking to his campaign? I mean, he's talking now about running it as an independent, so I'm wondering if there's talks with the campaign.
Well, he is. He is running as an independent, and he has reached out to members of our delegation, members of our party, to inquire as to whether or not he should jump into the race. But I don't actually know if that's him personally who's reaching out, or if it's just people on his campaign, or if it's volunteers. It's not totally clear to me. So I'm just kind of trying to feel it out and see what's going to happen. He could be a wild card candidate who jumps in at the last minute.
Is this recently?
Sure. I mean, they're here. His campaign is here. They're walking around. They're meeting people. They're shaking hands.
Okay. Let me ask you about the candidates. We can show the names of some of the folks who are under consideration. And, these are obviously political activists, but no real, quote unquote, for lack of a better term, Angela, big names. So if you don't score, an RFK Jr. And it's maybe someone who's an unknown, how do you make any noise?
Well, that's why we're having this big media circus at our convention this weekend. We have been getting overlooked in a lot of the polls because a lot of our candidates, they're very good libertarians, they're very solid, but they don't have the name recognition and star power that we thought we might have in 2024. So we're doing everything we can to get them a leg up, try to get them on the same stage as Donald Trump and RFK Jr., although it's not at the same time. Pulling out all the tricks, trying to make it happen.
All right, we'll leave it there. Angela McArdle, have fun this weekend. You only get a convention once every 4 years, I guess, and it's happening here in Washington. The head of the Libertarian Party, Angela McArdle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got it. What'd you hear there?
The reason why the Libertarian Party is not regarded as a serious or real party is right in front of us. That is, I mean,
she says they're trying to get media attention, which I get. We just talked about free earned media for Donald Trump, so that part I understand.
When the centerpiece of your party's convention is, in theory, the competition showing up at your convention, you're not a real party.
Well, that's why, look, can they make some noise, right? Because they have made noise in the past, and in an election where, we talk about this all the time, 10,000 votes here or 25,000 votes there, whatever. Like, I know we talk about RFK Jr., but they could tip an election one
Not
way or
with
another.
this leader.
But I will say to this point, what she did say was, we don't know what the outcome is here. So.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.